Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Now, we all know that things take time, and especially with big infrastructure projects, there are inevitably delays. Now, anyone worth their salt who works in the construction industry knows this and factors in their delays. When you're doing Gantt charts of jobs and things, you know that this can't happen until this has been completed, or these two can happen at the same time, but they must both be completed before you do this kind of thing. It's all these sort of things. If you work there, you know exactly what Gantt charts are. And so you factor in delays. You know, when it's winter, we better factor in 5-10 days of snow and ice delay, can't pour concrete in the cold, that sort of thing. You factor in these delays, and then you have a realistic completion date because you know things often go astray. There's been a failure in delivery, that sort of thing. That's fine. You build it in, you say, right, that's the actual date. You know you can probably do it quicker, but you have that be the dates, and that's what you work to. That's what you do in industry. That's what you do in a commercial setting where it matters, where profits are important. It doesn't, of course, happen in government circles because they don't make profits. There's no one going to lose their job. They just blame anything they want except for themselves and their micromanaging. And then it ends up costing 3 times the price because of all the delays. So how long do you think the projects run by the SNP are delayed by in total, if added all together? No, much longer. Let's have a look to see how bad it is. And even I've got to say, was like, what? Here goes. So SNP's 115 years of delays on key infrastructure projects, exposed in a bombshell dossier, as rural areas have been abandoned. Well, they don't care. If you're not in the central belt, what do they care? You know, you're in the grim north, mate. You don't exist as far as we're concerned. Just look at the A9, languishing in development hell. It'll never be finished. Not in my lifetime. Probably not in my son's lifetime. Anyway, the Scottish Conservatives described the waits for the likes of the A9 duelling, the ferry fiasco and the Stranraer waterfront as staggering, mind-blowing. 115 years. There are people as yet unborn who will have children who will not be alive when these things are completed, if ever they are. I think some of them will just be abandoned, just be like, we're never going to do it, leave it, and just write it off. That's the only thing going forward, I think. The SNP's disastrous handling of Scottish infrastructure projects has been highlighted as it emerges the party has presided over a staggering 115 years of delays. Analysis from the Scottish Conservatives has highlighted that rural areas are bearing the brunt of nationalist failure in government as communities are left waiting for vital projects to be completed. But of course they are. Nobody cares. You're out there in the sticks. But it's not just that. It's everything they do. You see, they have to micromanage. They have someone who goes in and every day changes this, moves that. Can we change this design? Can we push that there? Rather than saying, right, this is the final design. Please go away and complete it. We'll give you a completion bonus if you finish on time. And away they go. And if you leave them alone, they'll do it. Contractors are very good at making money. They will have that built on time and they will get their bonus. But when you're going in every 10 minutes, changing the design, wanting that, changing that, pushing in here, counting the paper clips, micromanaging, delays are inevitable. And with it, of course, costs. But it isn't them that are losing their job. It isn't them that are paying for it. It's the taxpayer. Anyway, this comes as the Tories prepare to take their general election fight to Dumfries and Galloway to show backing for major upgrades to the A75 and A77 trunk roads. I believe the A77 needs to be turned into motorway, to be honest. Anyway, projects that have faced delays include the proposed duelling of the A9 between Perth and Inverness, which should take them 10 years so far, and probably going to be another 10 years after that. The building of 2 new ferries, with their painted-on windows, still no sign of them completing. And Ferguson Marine in Port Glasgow, 7 years. And the building of a new prison in the Highlands, 6 years. They were meant to be handing the prison over next year. They have as yet laid not one brick. Isn't going to happen next year, is it? So that's going to increase massively as well. John Swinney is also under fire for failing to deliver on a 2016 manifesto commitment to fund a £6 million redevelopment of the Stranraer waterfront. Scottish Conservative chairman Craig Hoy, MSP, who should really have become the leader, but we'll wait and see, said the delays dossier has exposed the SNP's litany of broken promises on vital infrastructure projects across Scotland. Well, of course it has. They can't help themselves. They can't leave anything alone. They have to be in total control of every aspect of everybody's lives. That's what happens. Everything has been centralised to a monolithic culture, and it's all in their heads. I've got to have a say, and I've got to have a say. Rather than, look, take this and run with it and come back when it's done. They don't like that because they're not involved in decision making at every single stage. In key seats like Dumfries and Galloway, up and down Scotland, it is a straight fight between the Tories and the SNP, and if voters unite behind us, he says, we can beat the SNP and ensure this area has a local champion as their MP, someone focused on the real priorities like making the A75 and A77 fit for purpose. But we're just going to go through these. There's a 2-year delay on NH Tayside, electrical infrastructure zone. I'm not going to go through all these things. Just do the headline numbers. 6-year delay, NHS Tayside, 9 Wells electrical infrastructure zone 3. A 5-year delay at best, Baird Family Hospital, scheduled for 2020, now 2025, in your dreams, 2030 nearer. 4-year delay at least, Anchor Centre, scheduled for 2000, fat chance. 3-year delay, replacement for Edinburgh Eye Pavilion. 4-year delay, Livingston National Treatment Centre. 4-year delay, Grampian National Treatment Centre. 2-year delay, Edinburgh Cancer. 4-year delay, Edinburgh Sick Kids. 1-year delay, QEUH. In your dreams, that's going to have to be torn down and rebuilt from the grounds up if it wants to pass scrutiny now. It's so bad. And a 2-year delay in the NHS Forth Valley Hospital. And of course, there's the one in Fort William that's actually been cancelled, effectively. They haven't got the funds to even start it. So you can add on years and years and years for that one. Who knows? Injustice, 6-year delay to HMP Highland. Scheduled for 2026, again 2030 minimum. 3-year delay, National Facility for Women Offenders. A 1-year delay at HMP Glasgow. Again, not likely before 2030. Transport. Just have to say one word, don't we? Ferries. 10-year delay, 7-year for ferries. 10-year delay during the A9. 20-year by the time it's finished. 9-year delay, Aberdeen Bypass. 9-month delay, Queensferry Crossing. 12-year delay, Edinburgh Trams. 6-year delay, Reston Train Station. Really? Still not there? Bloody hell. Oh no, it has opened. Yeah, I was going to say, I've been to Reston Train Station. It has opened. Yeah, but it was still 6 years late. 6 months delay, Levermouth Rail. 1-year delay, East Kilbride Rail. 9-month delay, Markle Level Crossing. 2-year delay, Wallingford Second School. 1-year delay, and so on and so on. You know, and it's all these things. It's all of them. Schools everywhere. It is just not happening because the SNP can't say, here it is, go away and do it. They refuse to do that. They have to be instrumental in every single... I'm surprised they aren't coming round, having a look in your cupboards and telling you what you're having for dinner tonight. That's as bad as it is. They would love to run it like East Germany and have their own Stasi. And they're trying. Police Scotland is slowly turning into that. Anyway, we'll round up there. We'll come up. But delay after delay after delay because they can't leave alone. They won't fund. They have to change their minds. They are spectacularly useless, aren't they? And of course, it's people who suffer. People end up having to pay more in tax to cover the costs, and they're inconvenienced, or they haven't got the prison, so they have to release dangerous prisoners onto the streets and so forth. The two prisons, well, the prison they're building and the one they're upgrading are already full. They haven't even been built yet, and they're already full because they know they still haven't got enough prison placements. They're looking to have to build another prison already. They haven't laid brick one of the one that they're trying to build now. Scotland, home of the brave, land of the free, and run by absolute donkeys. Thanks for listening. Do hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video, and let's all hope that over the next couple of years, this election and the next one, we can get rid of the SNP and put people in who can actually do the bloody job they're supposed to do. Bye.